Tomorrow is Friday, and you best believe it won't be a regular Friday. And the reason it won't be regular is because of this, and I quote. It's from the Standard Digital. Supreme Court to rule on former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua'S impeachment battle on Friday at 10 a.m. He was removed from office in October 2024. The one thing I don't like about our judiciary is sometimes they mock us. Kama Mbeere North, Wamudhende na Roku wanaenda wanafanya vile walifanya, wanavamia polling station, wanaenda wanageuza kura. Then they wait until Wamudhende is sworn in as an MP. Then they now listen to Karish's petition. You should not be sworn in until the petition is done. Kama hii ya Rigathi, Kindiki ashakalia kiti is a sworn in deputy. Hata the Chief Justice was there to preside over it. And now is when they want to listen to the case. That is a mockery of the process. But either way, in this video I want us to look into what happens next if Riggy wins his impeachment case, and also what happens if he loses. And so with no further ado, let's get after it. Now here's what you can expect if Gachagua wins the case and he has his impeachment overturned. Number 1. You can immediately expect government bloggers to give Ruto all the credit for Gachagua'S victory. Why so? Because it's a bid to label Gachagua'S win as a tactical loss by Ruto, whereby they want to say that Ruto convinced the judges that they should let Gachagua win ili aende kusumbua upinzani. Right now Kalonzo is the flag bearer. Possibly, he's one of the people who's far out ahead. Matiang'i is very close behind. And if Gachagua is allowed to vie for the presidency, his persona is much bigger than theirs. So he immediately goes, becomes the main guy. Others feel disenfranchised. They leave to form their own groups or to sabotage him or even go back to William Ruto as a form of protest. So there will be a lot of people giving that kind of bogus explanation whereby the president looks like a hero and a tactician when he's not Hikaru. He's just another Nuru Okanga. Second thing that will likely happen if Rigathi wins his case is Kalonzo might cease being the top contender for the opposition. Because if we compare Kalonzo and Riggy, there's a world of a difference. Gachagua has 7.2 million votes. Kalonzo has 3.1 million. Gachagua equally is a better orator than Kalonzo. And on top of that, he has more charisma. So Gachagua'S entry into the scene will most definitely rock Kalonzo's chokehold on the opposition. Now on the flip side, what does it mean if Gachagua loses his case? Number 1, this will be the best chance for William Ruto and other friends to disenfranchise Gachagua even further. How so? By law, if you are impeached, you are not allowed to hold public office ever again in your lifetime. That's why we call it political death. It's the highest form of punishment by law. And that's why no one goes the route of impeachment. Even Uhuru did not impeach William Ruto, but yeye aoni hiyo anaenda kuimpeach wengine. So if Gachagua is impeached, there will be people rushing to court to argue that because of this impeachment, which has been upheld by the Supreme Court, he is not eligible to be a party leader of any sort. So they will seek to remove him as the party leader of DCP or to even get DCP deregistered. That will be their next course of action, kuendelea kumsumbua even post-impeachment. But the fortunate thing here is this. Even if they succeed to remove Gachagua as party leader, which is quite difficult to do, I might say. But if they somehow manage to do it, it is inconsequential. You remove one party leader, another one comes in. And then on top of that, Gachagua still has full control of that party. You know, it is the same way. I know this has nothing to do with politics, but it's a good example. If a man has 3 children with a certain lady, and because of 1 or 2 reasons wakakosana, and this lady goes and remarries, kuna msemo usemwa, the owner of the well does not queue. This owner of the 3 children can always come back and access the children or the mother. So even if you remove Gachagua as the party leader, waeke mwingine, Gachagua can come back and tell the SG, bwana, fanya hivi na hivi. Wewe Cleophas, fanya hivi na hivi. So it's inconsequential. If they take that route, so be it. It doesn't matter. Second thing you can expect if Rigathi loses in court, Kalonzo would be the biggest winner in this scenario because he'll continue to enjoy the full support of Gachagua and the mountain without having to face a challenger from that same region. It kind of bolsters his numbers. But all in all, no matter which way the gauntlet falls, I for one believe that Gachagua is more smart than the president and his team thinks. Even if his impeachment disappears, don't be shocked not to see Gachagua in the presidential race. He might even, after all, stick to being the prime cabinet secretary and let somebody else go for the presidency and the deputy presidential seat. And even if he loses, don't expect that to disenfranchise the opposition. That's why it's called the united opposition. No matter which way this thing goes, it is one term, it is set on stone. This guy must go. It used to be a suggestion. Now it's a necessity. It's a need. It's not just a want. A want is a luxury. This is a need, is a basic need. Kwa ile nini ya Maslow. Hii inafaa ikuwe pale juu. So let's wait for the hearing tomorrow. We're expecting victory. No matter which way, we're expecting victory. Those events should build up like dominoes to ultimately send the tyrant home. But at the end of the day, guys, that's just my opinion. You might not like it, but so be it. That is why we have freedom of speech, so that we can have a myriad of opinions to sieve through and filter and see what makes sense. Now, having said that, guys, here are today's ads of the day. If you're in need of office partitioning or home interior works, i.e. kitchen cabinets, modern media walls, wall decoration, wainscoting, wardrobes, tiles, bathrooms, window blinds, gypsum and so on, reach out to Suima's Interiors at 07170 443 or info@suimas.co.ke, and they'll get all your needs sorted out. Whatever it may be, all interior works, these guys are the best at it. If you're in need of electrical wiring, solar installation, or electrical fittings such as strip lights, snake lights, downlighters, or chandeliers, contact Engineer Wycliffe at 0707 476602 and he'll get your house dapped up. If you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula, hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.